Hi, I'm Dr. Wendy. If you're getting this video, it probably means you and I have an appointment for a telehealth meeting, a consultation, to talk about autism assessment. I'd just like to tell you a few things ahead of time, get rid of the business housekeeping side of it, so that when we do meet, we can talk more about what you want to talk about. Well, first, this is what it would look like to work with me on a telehealth autism assessment. I'll be right here. This is the roll-top desk that I inherited from my mother. That's where I write my books. This is where I see my people. It's my happy place. If you work with me, you get to choose your happy place, wherever you are most comfortable. It might be in your room, in the car because it's cozy and private, outdoor in nature, anywhere where you can get a good signal for us to keep the connection going. You can have anyone you want with you. You might want to be totally alone. You might have a person that is like your comfort support person that you're more comfortable having them nearby, or a pet. I would love to meet your pets if you have one with you. Be sure to introduce us. And you can also have anything you want with you as far as fidget items, a pillow, a blanket, drinks, snacks. You be comfortable. And then we'll be able to talk. Now, you'll always see me wearing this little earpiece. It's a head thing. That means that your voice goes right into my head, not out into the room. There's nobody in the room. But if on the off chance there was somebody walking by outside and they had very sharp hearing, they still would never hear my clients' voices. That's for confidentiality. And that's why I also have an encrypted email system that is safe, can't be hacked. That's why we won't be using Zoom. We'll be using telehealth through my client portal because it's secure. And that's why I would never talk about any of my clients with anyone unless they had signed their permission for me to talk to that person in advance. Otherwise, I don't even admit that I know you because your business is your business. That's one of the reasons why I don't accept insurance. If I were to bill insurance, I would be required to share my client's diagnosis with the insurance company and other information. And that feels to me like a breach of confidentiality. Also, I don't want to do insurance. I'm retired. I just do what I want. And I want to meet with people and help you with your autism diagnosis, but not do a bunch of paperwork. I'm sure you understand. So if you decide to work with me, after the initial getting to know each other free consultation, the assessment would be 3 sessions. And the full cost is $2,100, but it's payable in installments of $700 at each of the 3 sessions. Now, before we start, there are some forms that you'll be able to fill out online. Megan will send them to you. One is just client information form, like your address, your birth date, stuff the computer wants to know. The second form is called Getting to Know You. That's stuff I want to know, like your interests, your strengths and weaknesses, what you love to do, your family, that kind of thing. The third one is, practice policies. It's one of those legal things that you have to sign that you read it. And our policies are pretty much the same as every other therapist. You still should read it because, we should all read the things that we sign. One difference in mine, well, maybe a couple differences. One difference in my practice is if you miss an appointment, I'm not going to charge you a fee, like a late cancellation fee. If we have an appointment to see each other and you know that I'm here waiting to see you and you had planned to be here and then you can't be here, I assume that maybe you're having a bad day and something's going wrong in your life. If I then charge you extra money for you having a bad day, that's not going to help anybody. So if something happens and you miss our appointment, I will always just give you a new appointment. It will be at the end of the line. That makes sense. Hopefully the line won't be too long. But I will never charge you for a missed appointment. The other thing that's a little bit different is many assessors for adult autism assessment require parent input. Now, when I used to work with children, I always got parent input because they were children and the parents had a lot of valuable insights. But now I work with adults, and the adults that I know remember their own childhood. They were there for the whole thing. If you want your parent to give input, that is fine. I have a form for you to give to them or to a sibling, somebody who knew you in childhood, and that will give me more information. But it's not required because I feel like that would be another breach of confidentiality if I say you must involve another person. You get to choose who you involve in your assessment and who you share the results with. So in the 3 sessions that we have after you've filled out the paperwork, the other form is the payment authorization form. That's just where you put in your credit card number, and at the end of each session, we push a button and it will charge your credit card $700 each of the 3 times for the installments. So when we see each other, there will be 3 sessions. The first session will have a screener and a test called the SRS2, the Social Responsiveness Scale. The screener will give me a really good idea as to whether we're on the right track, and we should do a full autism assessment. Now, if we do the screener and it looks like this is not autism, it is clearly not autism, we should not go forward, then we can stop right there, and I will not charge you $700 for that session. I'm not going to charge you money to say, haha, you're wrong. No, I'm here to help you. If it really might be autism, we will go forward with it. And let's see. So the second session, I have 2 more assessments that focus on the information from the DSM Part A and Part B. The third and final session, we have another questionnaire that looks at parts C, D, and E of the DSM. The DSM is the Diagnostic Statistics Manual. It gives us the criteria that we need to diagnose autism. And also a test that I've written called MASK, the Marsh Autism Symptoms Camouflaged, because most of the people that I see have been masking successfully for years, and now they're exhausted. They're tired of masking, and they're looking for answers. We can provide that. And by the end of that 3rd session, I will have the answer for you if it's autism. So I am looking forward to meeting you, and maybe meeting your pets too if you have a pet nearby. If you have any questions, be sure to email. You can email Megan for any practical questions, my marvelous assistant. She's at Megan, MEAGAN, at adultautismassessment.com. Or email me at Dr. Wendy, DRWENDY, at adultautismassessment.com. I'm looking forward to meeting you. Bye-bye.